Greetings to all the learners. Today's topic is stem cell therapy. So, what are the stem cells? Stem cells are a special type of cells that have two important properties. They are self-renewal and the ability to differentiate into any type of your body cell. So, these are all the two important properties of stem cells. Types of stem cells. Stem cells can be mesenchymal or embryonic or induced pluripotent stem cells. So depending on where the stem cells are, they can develop into different types of tissues of the body. For example, hematopoietic stem cells reside in the bone marrow and they can produce all the cells that function in the blood. Stem cells has also the property to become into a brain cell, heart muscle cell, bone cells or any other types of cells of the body. So we are going to see about the different types of stem cells. Embryonic stem cells, these are all from the embryos that are 3 to 5 days old. At this stage, an embryo is called a blastocyst and it has about 150 cells. Perinatal stem cells are the stem cells that is derived from the amniotic fluid, a fluid that surrounds and protects the developing fetus in the uterus and the umbilical cord blood. The next one is the adult stem cells, which are found in small numbers in most of the adult tissues from the bone marrow or the fat. These adult cells, when they are altered to have the properties of an embryonic stem cells, we call them as the induced pluripotent stem cells, which are used for the regenerative medicine. So, what is stem cell therapy? Stem cell therapy, which is also known as the regenerative medicine, it promotes the repair response of diseased, dysfunctional or injured tissue using stem cells or their derivatives. In this slide, we can see the different properties of a stem cell. A stem cell can be a totipotent cell, a pluripotent cell, a multipotent cell, or an oligopotent cell and a unipotent cell. What is totipotency? Totipotency refers to the property of the stem cell which it can differentiate into any type of the cell. So that's example of a totipotent cell is a zygote. Pluripotent cell. So pluripotent cell is all the embryonic stem cell which differentiates into an entire organism, that is pluripotency. Multipotent cell. It can divide into all types of cell in a specific lineage. For example, hematopoietic stem cell which can develop into any type of the blood cell. Oligopotent cell which can differentiate and self-renewal of two or more type of cells within a specific tissue. Example, lymphoid stem cell which can differentiate into B cell or a T cell. Unipotent cell which can differentiate into only one type of cell, and example is the epidermal stem cell producing the skin. So what is the mechanism of this stem cell driven in tissue repair? That is a regenerative medicine. So we all know that stem cells play a vital role in tissue repair and regeneration, and their unique biological properties allows them to restore the damaged tissues through multiple coordinated mechanisms. Among various stem cells, usually the most important is the mesenchymal stem cell, which we call it as MSCs, are widely studied due to their regenerative and immunomodulatory potential. So this stem cell driven tissue repair occurs through four major mechanisms. The first one is differentiation into specialized cells. So what is this differentiation into specialized cells? So this is one of the primary mechanisms of stem cell mediated repair, and this has the ability, the stem cell having the ability to transform into a specific cell type. For example, osteocytes, bone cells, chondrocytes, a cartilage cell, myocytes and muscle cell, epithelial cells into the skin cells. So when these are introduced into an injured tissue, these stem cells migrate to the damaged area, differentiate into the required specialized cells. They replace the dead or dysfunctional cells. So this is a direct process. So this process restores the structure and function of the damaged tissue by generating healthy and functional cells. The second mechanism, the second step in the mechanism is secretion of growth factors and cytokines. So after this mesenchymal stem cells, they secrete bioactive molecules such as growth factors, cytokines, chemokines, and these secretions, they have the ability to stimulate cell proliferation, and they promote cell migration, enhance angiogenesis, that is the formation of new blood vessels, and it also support the extracellular matrix remodeling, which is accelerated in wound healing. And the tissues that are benefited by this process of secretion of growth factors and cytokines include bones, cartilage, muscle, and skin. The next one is immune system modulation. So mesenchymal stem cell possesses strong immunomodulatory properties. So they interact with immune cells like T cells, B cells, and macrophages, and they suppress the excessive inflammatory response, and they also has the ability to shift immune activity from pro-inflammatory to anti-inflammatory. So these becomes very important in the process of repairing during the regenerative medicine. So this becomes important as they reduce the chronic inflammation, and they prevent further tissue damage, and they create a favorable microenvironment for healing. This promotes the body's natural regenerative process. And the fourth one is radio frequency technology in enhancing MSC activity. So this is an emerging research which suggests that radio frequency technology may enhance stem cell function. So this they may require the radio frequency stimulation may they are supposed to increase the MSC proliferation, that is the proliferation of mesenchymal cells, and enhance differentiation potential, improve cell migration to injury sites, stimulate local tissue metabolism, and improves the blood circulation. So this radiofrequency technology is a non-invasive therapeutic approach which supports the tissue regeneration. To conclude, so this stem cell driven tissue repair is a multi-dimensional process which involves four important steps, that is direct replacement of damaged cells, paracrine signaling through growth factors, immune system regulation, technological enhancements such as radio frequency stimulation. Together, these mechanisms make stem cells, particularly the mesenchymal stem cells, a powerful tool in regenerative medicine. Thank you.